Hello, dear colleagues. This is the Ukrainian Gaming Week Insider podcast. My name is Lavrenti Gubin, and today my guest is Michael Bercha, the president of Storm International, the company that is one of the first investors in the Ukrainian gaming market. Hello, Michael.
Hi, Lavrenti.
So, how you evaluate the process right now? What is your current view of the market and the legalization of gaming business in Ukraine?
Well, at first we were very excited when we first heard that they were finally going to legalize gaming. It's a long time coming, and to be honest, we hoped for better things. In fact, it's some things, too many things are not very clear. What they got right was to limit the amount of casinos and restrict them to 5-star hotels, and to restrict slot halls to 3 and 4-star hotels and 4-star hotels outside Kiev. But what they haven't managed to sort out is the tax situation, licensing, and certification of slot machines. We have 6 locations already built and ready, 6 slot halls, which were ready on the 1st of April, because that's what we were told that that's when we would be able to open. But now we're sitting there with all these locations open, paying rents, paying salaries, costing us a lot of money, and we're not making any money because they haven't certified slot machines, which themselves have been certified in 120 countries around the world and have been in existence for 50 years. They don't need certification. And if they do, it should be a very quick and simple process. So it's a big disappointment at the moment. And an even bigger disappointment is the tax situation. This is proving to be a more and more expensive investment. We already have to deal with a casino license, licenses for roulette tables, licenses for other gaming tables, and licenses for systems. That amounts to $3.4 million a year before we even start. On top of that, now we have taxes, corporate tax of 18%, military tax of 1.5%, and an income tax on winnings of 19.5%, which is a total of 39% on net profit. On top of that, they want to introduce a 10% gross gaming revenue tax, I repeat, which is something which will actually make the whole business of coming to Ukraine impossible. Because if you want to tax 10% of gross revenue when your profit margins are less than 10%, you're actually taxing the business out of business. That's what they're proposing to do. On top of that, the rental fees are 10 times the normal rent that you would pay for commercial property in Ukraine, in Kiev in particular, where we are at the moment, which adds an additional monthly expenses, including rent and maintenance fee, of somewhere in the region of $840,000 before taxes. So at the moment, how do I feel about the situation in Ukraine? Not very positive is the answer.
Can you tell the preliminary investment you already made in Ukraine?
Exactly, no. It's in the millions. As a company, together with partners, it's well over 20 million by now.
What do you think about the winning tax?
It's a way to kill the business. It exists in a few other countries. It existed in Latvia. It's why we closed. It exists in Romania. It's why they don't have any business. I think in Poland too, also very poor business. They have it actually in Las Vegas on slot machines. If you win over $5,000, you pay I think it's 10% tax. Also, people stop playing. If you have the option to go to a casino where you have to pay 20% on your winnings, or casino where you do not have to pay 20% on your winnings, which casino would you go to? And unless the government really does something positive instead of having a meeting about a meeting and then having another meeting to have another meeting, then they're going to find that this whole idea isn't going to work out the way they wanted to, and the billions of dollars they expected in revenue are not going to happen. Meanwhile, there will not be billions of dollars in revenue, at least definitely not in the short term. It's possible way down the road, maybe 10 years from now, if they build their industry as they can, and if it's done properly, they have a chance to grow the industry, to employ tens of thousands of people, to bring tens of thousands of tourists, gaming tourists to Kiev, which is very possible, not just Kiev, but the rest of Ukraine. In Tbilisi, where we have a casino, we are told from the Ministry of Tourism that over $2 billion a year is generated in non-gaming revenue by casinos. So here's a golden opportunity for Ukraine to do something positive for its people.
But you say that some of your properties are almost ready. Can you say which properties you're actually planning to open?
The Fairmont is just about ready. It's probably a week away, but if we had to, we could open earlier, but we'd rather do it 100% correctly. We have 6 slot halls with the machines. Everything's done. We just have to open the door. You're welcome to come and visit so we can show you. I mean, you know how well we do things as well. So they're all very nice locations, beautifully designed, built, every possible benefit for the player, good staff facilities.
Thank you very much, Michael. I wish you all the success and hope to see you during the Ukrainian Gaming Week in September in Kiev. Thank you.
That's
Bye.
right. There will be Ukrainian game, hopefully. You're always welcome, Lavrenti. Take care. Bye-bye.